This is my cat Phoebe. She is, I believe, 11 years old. She just showed up one day outside our house as a little kitten, and then she decided to stay with us. She chose us, and she's been with us ever since. I don't know what kind of breed she is. I think she is she kind of looks a little bit like a Maine Coon, but she's not very big. She's only maybe 7 pounds, probably even a little bit less than that. But she has that kind of look that a Maine Coon would have. She's definitely a long hair though, and that long hair of hers causes a lot of issues. She's always throwing up, and that's something I haven't been able to fully figure out as well. I've put her on a special sensitive stomach food. The food is called it's in Purina. It's lamb. It's better with this lamb, I've noticed, than it was with poultry. Turkey, chicken, she seems to have issues with that, and she refuses to eat fish. She's an unusual cat. She seems to hate fish. But the lamb seems to have reduced the throw-ups. However, they do still happen. I think every maybe 2 to 4 days she throws up. And I've also done this. I have in her food bowl, I have put these little ice cubes, and then I just kind of I like rearrange the ice cubes like that, and it makes it a little bit difficult for her to eat the food too quickly. So it slows her down just a little bit. I think that's helping, but yeah, I've not been able to completely stop the throw-ups, and I don't know. I groom her every day as well, so I try to get as much fur, as much loose fur off of her as possible, but it's just kind of tough to do because, well, she is a long hair cat, and yeah. I think actually she's thrown up today as well. It's so let me show you her bed. Yeah. The reason she's not in here is because there is a throw up in there, which I will now have to clean up. But she is really amazing, very sweet. And I just love her. I mean, how can you not love this face? Of course, she also hates looking right at the camera. I don't know why that is. But look at that face. Phoebe. 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 This is also her spot. You can only really pet her in this spot. She does really goofy things where if you try to pet her, if she's in a different location, like if she's by the window or if she's under the dining table, she will not allow that. She refuses to let you pet her there, and she tries to guide you to this spot. Like she will slowly sneak over into this area, stealthily walk over here. This is the only spot you can pet her. And in a way, you know, she's trained us as well, because whenever we see her sitting in this spot, then we know that she needs to be petted. She wants somebody to, she needs attention at that point. But you can only do it here. She can't do it anywhere else. Phoebe. She's purring really loudly today. She usually doesn't purr this loud. The thing about purring is also sometimes it's a self-comfort mechanism. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're enjoying themselves. It just means that it's like, I don't know, cat therapy. They're it's like when people utter a mantra to feel better. I think it's kind of like that at times, but not always. Look at her little paws. Oh, I love her little paws. Okay, I wanted to show you the food that I've been giving her. So it's this, let me just, Purina Pro Plan Adult Sensitive Stomach, and it's lamb and rice formula. And it seems to have helped her somewhat, reducing the throw up. Something else I should mention is that almost every throw up has a hairball in it, and usually it's a pretty big one. And I think that there's just only so much you can do about that, because she is a long hair, and that is just a problem that they have. I've tried hairball food that's supposed to help reduce hairballs as well, and it's had the exact opposite effect. So it seems to be maybe a combination of things that are going on with her. I think part of it is that she's a long hair, and she's just gonna, the hairball thing is just gonna happen. She's just gonna throw those up. And then another issue is that she seems to have some kind of allergy to poultry. This is the food I used to give her. So this one is also for sensitive skin and stomach, and it's Purina again, but this one is with turkey. And then I used to also give her some chicken before I had this, and all of those I noticed she would throw up more often with just food, and not as much of hairball. You wouldn't really find the hairballs in there. So I think the issue is some kind of food allergy. I've taken her to the vet as well, and they've done blood tests and things, and it's all kind of come back normal. There is this disease, it's called IBD for cats, and it seems as if the only real way you can properly diagnose it is with a biopsy. So they have to, I guess, like put them under anesthesia and then like remove a piece of their lower intestine or something, which as you can imagine is going to be not only just incredibly expensive, but probably somewhat dangerous. These very small animals, you putting them under anesthesia, it doesn't always go well. So I'm really hesitant to try that. I want to try the simpler solutions first, which is, I can buy specialty foods and just kind of test those out, and hopefully I can reduce this issue. There's some kind of medication as well that you can give to cats, but we haven't looked too much into that yet. But maybe that's something when I revisit the vet I can talk to the vet about. So yeah, that is Phoebe. And we also have, by the way, this litter robot. We've had it for a few years, and it is awesome. And then we have this Dream. This, I believe, is a X40 Ultra. We've had this, and absolutely vital. If you have a long hair cat, this thing runs every single day, and it frankly has to, because of just how much she sheds. Still have to do a deep clean, maybe once a week, maybe twice. Something like that. It doesn't get into all the nooks and crannies because of just its size, but it's been a huge help, significant help. And the litter robot, we've had this for years and years. I don't even remember when we got it, but It must have, yeah, it must have been. I think it's been at least 7 years that we've had this and have had absolutely no issues with it whatsoever. You have to make sure you get the right kind of litter though. So this is a litter that we get. We get this clump and seal slide, easy. It clumps really tightly, which is what I like about it. And because of that, there's essentially, you just don't have to do much maintenance to the little robot. Like nothing really sticks to it. Um, I've put it on the little robot. I've put it on, I think, a 7-minute timer. So after she has left the litter box, it'll wait 7 minutes, and that's more than enough time for this litter to clump up, and just all the moisture and everything just gets absorbed, and then it just dumps into the tray. I haven't had an issue with odor either, but I have been putting some activated charcoal just inside of the bag. So there's a bag in here. I don't want to pull it out because it's gonna, then you will smell it, and it's also, I don't think you want to look at cat turds. But there's a bag in there, and I just kind of put a little bit of activated charcoal, and I put some baking soda in there, and the combination of those two things, it keeps it odor free for about a week, and then once a week we change the bags in there. So yeah, that's everything with Phoebe. And for any other cat parents who have been trying to figure out why their cat is throwing up, if you have a solution, then please let me know in the comments. Yeah, she really hates the camera. Look, she just walked away. I think she's done now. She has like a time limit. She's only really interested in interacting with you for that whatever 10, 15, whatever minutes it is, and then she's like, okay, I'm gonna leave now. But I don't know, she seems to have returned. Phoebe? Okay, so I cleaned up her bed the best I could. You can kind of see there's a stain still over there, and I mean that's gonna be, I think, impossible to get out at this point. But this is the stuff I used. It's, what is it? Method Antibac All-Purpose Cleaner. The combination of this stuff and the throw up, when they mix together, this has a fragrance. It's by itself, it's not bad. It's pleasant, but when it mixes with the throw up, it creates a really disgusting smell, and I really think I'm gonna have to wash this. But I have tried to dry this up as much as I could with just some paper towels, but it's still a little bit damp, so I'm gonna have to wait for it to dry. Then I have to vacuum all the cat hair. Do you see all of that cat hair? And then I think I'll be able to toss it into the laundry machine. I know I can wash this pillow cover, and I think also the pillow that's inside, and that towel, obviously I can wash that too. I primarily, by the way, put that towel to protect the sides of this, because she threw up in another spot. You can kind of see right there as well, a little while ago. So I put the towel in there to try and hopefully catch some of the throw up, and it does work. It does catch a lot of it from just falling into the crevice, because this pillow is not as large as it needs to be to completely come up to the edge of this bed. But this foam part on the side, I don't think you can wash it. I think you can only spot clean it. At least I haven't tried putting it in the washing machine, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be damaged if I do that. And yeah, I have to get all of that. I have to vacuum or figure a way out to get all the hair off, and then I can put it in the washing machine. Otherwise, it's just going to make a mess in the washer and the dryer afterwards. And then that hair, it'll just kind of stay inside the machines, and it'll stick to other clothes. So I don't want to deal with any of that. So yeah, it's really annoying when she throws up in the bed or on the carpet. When it's on the floor like this, it's easier to clean up. But yeah, when it's in the bed, it's kind of an ordeal. she will also sometimes throw up into the vent. Like, I don't understand what is going through her mind. Now, of course, I should, she's not doing any of this on purpose. She's just, she doesn't mean to cause me any grief. I know that for a fact. She's a very beautiful, lovely, amazing animal, and I know that I hope that she loves me, and I'm pretty sure she's not doing anything on purpose. But yeah, sometimes she'll just throw up into the vent. So we got these as well. It's like a vent guard. What was happening is that sometimes, I don't know, she's hot, sometimes maybe she's cold, and so she'll like sit. She'll just cover up the vent. She'll sit on top of the vent, and then she'll throw up right in here, because we have floor vents. So that was something that not a fan of. And this doesn't always prevent it, because then she'll still sometimes like sit right, her face will be right here, and so it'll still happen. But I think it has helped out a lot. It's not as bad as it used to be. Phoebe, any comments? You want to say anything? She's like, nope, that's fair. Okay, yeah. Eventually, I think the odor will dissipate, hopefully, from her bed, and then she will return to it, but I really should wash all of that. Vacuum all the hair up, and then just wash it. And it's, yeah, because there could still be bacteria and stuff. It's impossible to get everything, all the throw up, cleaned up perfectly. Unfortunately, too, this pillow, it just soaks up everything. It's just like a freaking sponge, and it doesn't help. That does not help. So it really does need to be washed. I love this bed, by the way. I love the design of it. It's like a ramen, I think. Yeah, it's like a little ramen kind of thing. And then the cover too. Look at that. So it's so cool. So cute, I should say. So cute. Yeah. And I've washed this twice. I've used a gentle cycle and cold water, and it's turned out just fine. It's tumble dry also on low, and yeah, it's turned out great. The graphics and everything, it's all, nothing has been damaged. A lot of these beds you really can't wash, but this one, I mean, you cannot do the sides. I'm pretty sure you cannot do the foam size of it, but the pillow, that lid can be washed, and it's really nice. Wasn't that expensive either. I'll leave a link in the description if anyone is interested in buying it. But yeah, pretty nice bed. Just wish the pillow was bigger and it went all the way up to the edges, but otherwise pretty nice bed. All right, I think that is going to be it. Is that right, Phoebe? Say bye, Phoebe. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, she's back in her bed, but she's avoiding that corner where the throw-up was, so... But the bed is really quite... she's a very small cat, so it's enough room for her to where she can avoid that spot. And I've also noticed, by the way, she does like to throw up in that spot. So there's one throw up there. Let me zoom in. And then there's the one that she did today, so it's right there. So she seems to like, I don't know, some kind of thing happens to her where she pukes in this area. But not looking at the camera, avoiding me. But she is purring. I hope she's happy. Okay, Phoebe. Their sense of smell is significantly more sensitive than ours, than humans. And I can still kind of smell that funky kind of odor, what I was talking about before, about how that cleaner mixed with the puke, it kind of has this really disgusting kind of odor. So she must smell it as well, but yeah, she seems to be tolerating it for now, but I definitely need to I think I'll wait maybe a little bit longer for it to dry and then vacuum, get as much of the hair off, and then just try and wash everything. And then I think she'll be more comfortable at that point. She'll feel a little bit better.